My lord, I seek advice. As a military man, above all else, I value discipline, the chain of command, and uncompromising dedication to serving the Empire's interests. But there's a built-in dilemma. When my instincts tell me that a superior is jeopardizing the Empire, it makes my path less clear.
Do you have a problem with my leadership, Quinn?
No, my lord, you mistake me. My concern is about the legacy of my former commander. I stood by as Moff Broisk's random whims compromised countless missions. It is a mistake I refuse to repeat. Defying him ruined my career, but I should have done it sooner. No matter the consequences.
If anyone caused me half as much trouble, I'd dedicate my life to bringing him down.
I have no aspirations for personal glory, just glory for the Empire. And now for you.
Your service to me should consume you.
Every waking moment, my lord. I won't take up any more of your time. My lord, I'm receiving reports of a failed military incursion. It seems one of our special ops battalions was following shaky intel and walked into an ambush. We're the only ship in the sector that can relay their distress calls to High Command. Permission to transmit their coordinates for extraction.
If they deserve to live, they'll save themselves.
I see. It's difficult for me to sit idly by when the consequences of a mistake can be lessened, but your command has been exemplary. I do not question it. I'll return to my duties. My lord, I've been tracking a series of broken Imperial signals on an encrypted channel. Tremendous interference. I've identified the source, Major Ovech, commander of Moff Broisk's elite infiltrator unit. But that's all.
Strange, that name continues to pop up.
Yes, Moff Broisk oversees a large proportion of Imperial forces. I served with Major Ovech under Moff Broisk. The man is an unmatched officer. Moff Broisk's command ship does not respond when hailed. My gut says there's trouble. Permission to investigate further.
I know you wouldn't waste time with anything that wasn't important.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, I was able to clear the channel and get to the bottom of Major Ovech's relays. He's in a state of emergency. Patching him through now.
My lord, your captain there is 1 in a million. I've given up hope anyone out there would hear my distress calls.
He's proven himself invaluable to me on many occasions.
Wish I still had him in my detail. Probably would have avoided this. Moff Broisk dispatched me and my officers to a secret weapons warehouse on Cato Nemoidia. Trouble is, it ain't a secret no more. We're holed up, surrounded by Republic forces. Trying to get Broisk to send the rest of my unit, but he's gone radio silent.
It's worse than that, my lord. The Major's ship has been commandeered by Broisk's personal commandos and ordered to stay put.
That tears it. Seen it 100 times with Broisk. Better to cut bait and let good soldiers die than admit a mistake.
Most people in power are driven by ego over integrity.
Broisk wrote the handbook on that. Enemy was pausing between breaths, gearing up to charge again. Looks like the end of the line for me, but I'm not going out without a fight. Ovech, out.
My lord, Major Ovech would be a terrible loss. I served on his ship, know it like the back of my hand. I can infiltrate and try to restore command to his men. Then they will be free to join the fight.
You're going to take on an entire troop of commandos alone?
A frontal assault would take too long and risk losing or damaging the ship. My plan is to infiltrate and liberate. I'll give you a full report when I return. My lord, returning from action. Pleased to report Major Ovech and most of his officers have been saved. I was able to infiltrate Ovech's starship and seize control of the operating systems. I identified where his men were being held, freed them, and locked Moff Broisk's occupying force on the bridge. Ovech's men promptly rescued him.
Amazing job, Quinn. I'm thankful you're on our side.
You're too kind, my lord. The Empire is stronger with Major Ovech. It would have been a shame if he was squandered. Thank you for the opportunity. I'll return to my duties. My lord, I am applying to receive the trials for the rank of captain, 2nd grade. I formally submit a request for your recommendation.
It would be an honor. I will sing your praises, Captain.
You honor me, my lord. My lord, I've just been informed that I have passed the trials for captain. 2nd grade.
I'm happy for you, Quinn.
Thank you, my lord. I don't seek acknowledgement. It requires your approval to go into effect.
Consider it done.
Very good, my lord. My lord, I've been dealing with a situation that's getting out of hand. Moff Broysk contacted the ship and was incensed to find me at the helm. He's been sending recorded messages that are progressively more nonsensical. He's always been scattered and aggressive, but now he seems completely unhinged.
The next time he comes calling, I will speak with the man.
I would appreciate that, my lord. Tens of thousands of soldiers and some of our most critical campaigns are at the mercy of his commands.
The man is a liability.
I find myself agreeing with you. My lord, Moff Broysk's holotransmissions have increased. They are beginning to disrupt operations. He's nearly incoherent. I can only assume some sort of dementia has set in. I have him on holo right now. I believe it's going to take your personal touch to assuage the situation.
Let me see this idiot for myself.
Here he is, my lord.
Flew the coop! Your new cage will be smaller and tighter. Coffin size, urn size, in a locket or wear around my neck.
He's unlikely to stop, my lord. He didn't even know he was on hold.
Druckenware proved my point. My glory is mine. Mine. You're nobody.
Moff Broysk, I'll have a word with you.
What? Who transferred me? I see a Sith. Rodznik, I'll station you on Balmora, too. Get that insubordinate fool back. No!
Rodznik is his communications officer. This is how it's been.
Rodznik, am I through? I'm through? Yes or no? I don't see. Is this broken? All I see is a Sith.
You see a Sith because you have called my ship.
Your ship? I was talking to... Wait! You're the one who dared to liberate Diablo! Have you lost your mind?
He calls me Admiral Malcontent. He seems to think that's my actual rank and name.
Don't you know he's the one who lost the Battle of Talay?
Broysk's earliest command. Before I was born.
It was his blunder that allowed the escaped Jedi targets to flee Taris before the bombardment!
Ancient history. Broysk wasn't even born.
He sabotaged the Glory Space Station for crying out loud!
I have no idea what that is.
I hear him. I'm talking. His insubordination is lethal, paralyzing. It threatens the Empire, and you do nothing!
Broysk, you are unfit for command. You compromise the Empire. I'd beg you to resign.
I'm whole Sith. Just passionate about this scourge that threatens us all. Once it is eradicated, we'll all be fine. I order you to deliver him to me for execution immediately. Now! Are you listening?
I do not accommodate lunatics.
Then I accuse you alongside him. Rodznik, cut transmission. I said cut it, now!
With Broysk in command, the Empire is in critical danger. I must implore High Command to do something about him.
If there's anything I can do to help, I will.
A prepared statement would be beneficial. Thank you.
Captain, do you have news? How have your efforts with Imperial High Command gone?
Not well, my lord. I've gone as high up the chain as I can. No one will confront Moff Broisk. He's too powerful and entrenched. He will serve until he's killed, or willingly steps down. And he will never willingly step down. It seems clear. I must deal with Broisk myself. Once and for all.
I agree Broisk should be confronted, but killing him should only be the last resort. This is your calling, Quinn. Get to it.
I am ready, my lord. My lord, I've returned. I found Moff Broisk on a pleasure barge. He was on R&R while countless battles are raging. Despicable. I abducted him and brought him here to present to you.
Stop! Traitor! You, Sith! I commandeer your ship! Your crew! I commandeer you! Mine, now!
Such a shame. He's completely lost his mind.
You are my men now! I command you all! Kill! Kill yourselves! I have spoken!
My lord, I've resisted all along, but this is personal. Permission to execute the Moff.
I will not order it. Do you hate him enough to take responsibility for this?
I believe I do.
You cannot kill me! You are nothing! I am a Moff!
Not anymore.
No! Scabs! All scabs!
The body has been disposed of, my lord. No more of Moff Broisk's men will have to endure his whims and incompetence. Thank you for seeing this through.
The Empire is better for it.
My sentiment, exactly. I'm fielding reports from across Imperial forces. Among the men, there's universal relief that Moff Broisk is no more.
The rest of the Empire was passive. It sickens me.
I was guilty of that for a long time. I feel no conflict over my actions. Broisk was a blight on the Empire. You are guiding me to a new paradigm, my lord. One a bit more improvisational. I believe it will only make me a better officer.
You can bank on that, Quinn.
I will not disappoint you, my lord. My lord, I have taken it upon myself to look into something of importance.
Is there another Moff out there you want to assassinate?
You have a great sense of humor, my lord. If I wasn't on duty, I'd allow myself a good laugh. New generation hyperdrive support tech is being developed. The Empire is negotiating for exclusive purchasing rights. But it could take months to be available. I've been saving my commission and was able to pull strings to acquire the latest alluvial dampers. For your ship.
That's very generous, Quinn.
I did an exhaustive cost analysis, and this is by far the most sensible use of my pay. These dampers are so efficient. They reduce the system's refractory period by 32.9%. Once I have them installed, we'll be able to make successive light-speed jumps with 1/3 less waiting time.
I am incredibly impressed.
They are a thing of great precision. I'll get right to work. My lord, the new alluvial dampers have been installed and the hyperdrive tested to my satisfaction. This ship is now the most hyperspeed-ready vessel in the galaxy.
The credit is yours, Quinn.
This is just the beginning, my lord. I will tirelessly work toward improving this ship and the effectiveness of everyone in it. Awaiting your next order. My lord, after all we've been through, the good and the bad, I am dedicated 100% to you and your legacy. It goes without saying that I will impart whatever skills and knowledge I can on your future disciples.
It is a certainty.
You're too kind. Serving you and ensuring your legacy is a privilege. I'll take no more of your time.